for June. All right, because we kind of got a second Black History Month going on. So, so you might see me in the same dashiki all month long, and it's for a reason. It's purposely done. That part, that part right there. All right, I'm gonna go live on Facebook. Okay, we got that. Okay, you gotta get back over here. That's fine. Mitri in the dashiki, yeah. Okay, so I'm on. Here we go. Oh Lord. Oh, we are live on YouTube. Oh, okay. Well, did you see us on YouTube, on Facebook? Like even. Okay. All right, you
Yeah,
got.
how am I doing this music?
Just let it play for now. Just let it keep playing. So we'll just keep playing. And you do your intro, and when you want it off, just hit the button over there to turn it off.
I know the CD button, but I had to have my mic on, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to have your mic on, yeah. Yeah, well, now turn on your mic. So now all you can hear
I
is
can
your
hear
ear,
it.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so get in position so we get these camera shots. YouTube, Facebook, setting up behind the scenes. Black Evie, I know you're ready to go. All right, therefore, I've been demoted. They put the bids this out. They can't get all the receipts. Okay. We won't need that. You know what? No, just like this. All right. Yeah, I came with the ammunition today. All right, we got 2 minutes and counting. So you gotta get ready. Host. The hostess with the mostest. All right, I'm ready with my cue cards. Where your cue cards at, Black Evie?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
So you got muffled. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, we got 1 minute. Say something else, Black Evie. That part right there. Okay, he was down low.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, you got to get ready to go live.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Go. Ready?
Yep, we got. Yeah.
WAIF Cincinnati 88.3 FM. Today is June the 3rd, 2026. WAIF is your community radio station. We serve only to open our airways to responsible, different points of views. Opinions expressed on Getting to Know do not reflect those of WAIF staff, board of trustees, or other programmers. The opinions are my own views, those of my guest callers and co-hosts. Hello, Cincinnati and beyond. In your time zone, coming to you live. I am your co-host, J-Mac, along with co-host Black Evie and the host with the most, Mitri. Thanks for joining us on Getting to Know radio show, powered by the Joy Air Foundation, providing information for adopting and overcoming adversity. Let's take the time to free our minds and get in the know. Mitri, let's go.
All right, all right, all right. Y'all love that great intro about the one and only J Mac in the house. He is ripping it apart up here in the studio. He is information jam packed. Black Evie, Want to bless that mic before we get started with it today?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the show. Hey, J Mac. Hey, Mitri. So happy to be here, and I'm so pumped to get into our topic for today.
That part right here.
What's up, Black Evie?
What's up, J Mac?
So as always, thanks to our hosts, co-hosts, callers, guests, listeners, viewers. Always, we appreciate your dedication and loyalty. We got a lot of things to share with you guys today. So I'm gonna just jump right on into the topic, and in between things, we're gonna fill in some little tidbits here and there. So get your listening ears on, your viewing eyes ready, because we about to just go. Because we only get an hour and we jam packed. All right, all right. So today's topic is called Hidden Resources and Benefits. And I have a statement. Cincinnati and beyond, hidden resources and benefits. Cincinnati offers a robust network of hyper-local mutual aid and specialized support services. Whether you need emergency food access, parenting resources, harm reduction, mental health, physical health, or neighborhood-based support services. There are several hidden community gyms and they operate directly within this region. So we are going to cover our local area, Cincinnati, but there will be areas that are nationwide too. And as always, if you got something you need to know in your area and we didn't cover it, hit us up at Get in the Know, GITK.org. Put it in our contact form, send it, and we will reach out to you and help you search for services and benefits in your area. You can always check out our help page on our website too. So first, we're going to start talking about the benefits in Cincinnati. How to find hidden resources and benefits in Cincinnati. For a complete, comprehensive catalog of food pantries, shelters, mental health support, and more that's specific to your zip code, you can always go to the Cincinnati Hamilton County Library. We have 41 libraries in the county, so there's one near you. You can go in person or you can visit online. And that website is C as in cat, H as in Harry, P as in pipe, L as in Lima .org. So once again, you can go to the Hamilton County Library and their help desk, their resource guide at that particular desk in all libraries, all 41 of them. They can give you help in person, or if you're online, you can check out chpl.org. Alternatively, you can also call 211 to reach United Way for immediate help navigating the city's complex social service network. Now, there are a plethora of resources out here in our local area and beyond. But today's show is going to focus on resources that are very well hidden and tucked away that we don't always get to know about. And they go to the wayside because ain't nobody sharing them with us. And I myself believe that those funds that were granted towards those resources end up getting repurposed in an area that doesn't need the help. So today we're going to debunk that. I'm coming from this angle. Black Evie and J-Mac, they have their angles. J-Mac's going to cover veterans. Black Evie is going to cover education. So let's dive on in and expose these resources that decided they wanted to be in the closet. So what I love about this first one I'm going to share is a hidden resource and benefits in Cincinnati, a Facebook page, and it's called Mutual Aid Cincinnati Facebook page. I didn't even know it was out there until we decided to do this topic. And I'm really engrossed in Facebook, and I don't know how I missed this one. But it's a digital community space where residents share resources and information with an attitude of solidarity rather than charity. Connect with them via a Mutual Aid Cincinnati Facebook group. So if you go on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com then search in the groups for Mutual Aid Cincinnati. Now, if you can't remember all that, just keep this one in your head. Get in the know. GITK.org. That will be listed on our help page, everything we're discussing, because we got it jam-packed. So I'm going to take a break from the mic, and like we always do, we're going to pass it to Black Evie next, and then J Mac, he's going to wrap it up with some veteran stuff, and we're going to chat it up about the things that we presented. So Black Evie, you're up.
I am up. All right, everybody. Education is my angle from this hidden resources situation. I am going to talk about hidden resources in the adult educational facility, namely Cincinnati State and UC. So students, and I'm talking to my students and future students that will be attending these schools. Make sure that you read your official student handbook, your operations manual, and your digital resource guide. Make sure that you do that. And this is for not just for these two specific schools, but any students that are listening, adult students that are listening. Make sure you read your student handbook to the school that you're attending. There are so many resources for students that, I mean, it's ridiculous. So let's get into it. For Cincinnati State, they got a whole list. So they have the surge covered and C-State recovery community. This is the on-campus food pantry. That's the surge covered. And this is for the students that are facing any food insecurities in the community. And the recovery community supports the students with a path to recovery. Okay, so it could be recovery on a number of things. You would have to seek out the office and talk to them in reference to what type of recovery needs you have. I'm sorry, Mitri.
Yes, ma'am.
Feedback is crazy. Why?
We're not getting it from you, though. You getting feedback on you?
Yeah, and it's from that end. It's like from, okay, anyway, I'm going to keep going. But that's kind of making me pause in some instances. I'm going to keep it moving.
Wait a minute, let me try something right quick. Now see what you get. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Hello?
How is
Hello?
it now?
Okay, I don't hear me anymore. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Speaker's on.
Am I still?
Can you hear me? Yeah, but now she's going to be coming through this. Hello? Hold up. Let's try to. Can we hear you? I mean, can we hear you? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello? It would get to the good part and start acting up. Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. It's still going on, but I'm going to keep it pressing.
Okay, so I'm going
Next one on the list, huh?
go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to set up the other phone for you to call in on with the other speaker.
Okay, next one on the list is the Parenting Resource Center. This is dedicated to providing specific support and community services for student parents.
Is she still getting feedback?
They have a career closet. This provides professional attire for students interviewing for jobs or internships. They have what is called the TRIO, SSS. It stands for TRIO, Student Support Services. This offers individualized academic advising, tutoring, and financial aid counseling for eligible students. Okay, so you have to check and make sure that you're eligible for certain benefits that come with you being a student. The next on the list is Technology Resource Portal. This is accessible via the Blackboard platform. And for those that may not know, the Blackboard platform is the platform that the college students use to do their work. That's where their classes, that's where the classroom hub is as far as the homework that's due, the activities that are going on in school. A lot of information is in the Blackboard. So the Technology Resource Portal is a portal that provides tech training tips, access to digital technology books, and Zoom support. Usually these things are for free through this platform. The next up is Tutoring Center. This provides completely free drop-in or scheduled peer tutoring for any enrolled student. Again, this is a list for Cincinnati State hidden resources. The last on the list is confidential resources. Now, per title, I'm going to say this is 9. It's the 1 and then the X. But per
Yeah.
title 9 policies outlined in the operations manual, students in crisis can access confidential, off-the-record resources, including licensed counselors and I hope, can we say the R word?
The R word? Oh, yeah, we can say rape. Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't YouTube. You can't say rape on YouTube.
Right.
Sexual assault,
Take out
all
one of
that.
them letters.
Right. These new words.
Well, if you couldn't have said it, she made it plain. Yeah, you can say it.
You can say, right?
I did. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. But in reference for the confidential resources, you can get off-record resources, including the licensed counselors and rape crisis counselors. Okay, and for exact hours and eligibility, you can browse the official Cincinnati State Support and Resources page. Okay, and that was free hidden resources through Cincinnati State Technical College, right?
Cincinnati State Technical and Community College.
Oh,
Get my
they added
school
some
right.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, get my school right.
They keep adding words.
They
Remember when it was just Cincinnati State?
No, it was Cincinnati Technical Community College, CTC. Like,
Okay, that's what it
yeah.
was in the beginning.
And I never agreed with Cincinnati State. Like, that's confusing. Like,
It's all about funding.
But
It's
now-
all about funding.
now they got that little acronym C-State. They,
Mhm.
they graduated. Are you still
Mhm.
getting feedback though?
Yes, look, go ahead. I'm
Well,
keeping it moving.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you on the other phone right quick, right now, live. I mean, yeah, answer your phone.
Okay.
Let's see if you go better over there. Are you getting any feedback on this one?
I don't know. I'll have to. No, I don't hear me so far.
All right, so we're going to go with you on this one. Can you hear her on this one?
I can hear.
Okay, so I have a comment to what she just said. You mind if I say it to her?
Go ahead.
Okay. J-Mac gave me permission to say this comment. So I wanted to add to your list of things that you can get at any college. One thing that I failed to realize when I did go to Cincinnati State was I really wasn't participating in all of the benefits that you just named and this one resource that I'm about to tell you about. And you fall shy of getting everything you can out of college when you do it. But I did manage to graduate with 2 degrees, so something worked out. But one thing I wanted to bring, and I'm so excited to jump in on this, is to make people aware, no matter what college, community college, university, or whatever, the community college or university that you go to, I'm going to stick with those two. You have a student activities fee that you pay per student every quarter, semester, whatever you're divided up into. And that when I was going to Chattahoochee,
Chattahoochee.
oh no, Chattahoochee, y'all can see where my man at. Chattahoochee Technical College in Georgia, which I got 2 degrees there too. I learned about this fee, and I learned about what it was about and how much it could have benefited me on my journey when I first went to the other CTC up here in Cincinnati. And this student activity fee is assessed to every student every semester or quarter at CTC in Georgia, Marietta, $14 per student. Now, this was years ago when I got this degree. So inflation makes it go up. So $14 per student per semester at 10,000 students. So that means $140,000 is being taken from every student every semester and or quarter for a student activities fee. Now, you want to know how much of that money is actually going to student activities fee? Very minimal. I myself learned that that particular activities fee helps pay for students to thrive in the community, get exposed to things going on in the community, and the school will actually give you stipends to do it. I was in Phi Beta Lambda, the student professional organization is the largest one in the world. And when I joined that organization through my school, it's like a sorority fraternity type thing. I toured the United States through the school, paying for everything, top notch everything out of the student activities fund. The percentage of students that actually access this fund at the school was less than maybe 1%. Because the only ones that I knew that actually tapped into it being with PBL, it was only 10 of us doing it. And I worked in financial aid and knew what was going on and how much money was going where with that particular fee. So I was embarrassed. I was like, I really need to get this out to the masses at my school back there. And I wanted to add that in for Black E because I know she probably has something to say about it, but I want everybody to know that there is a fund that goes on at your school that they take it out of your tuition that you need to be tapping into because they flew me first class. They put me up in great hotels. I got stipends to spend where I had to go enjoy myself, and they supported my educational journey and gave me exposure to a professional side of my educational journey in the field at the time I was in school. So remember that student activities fee. Check out your bill and see what you can spend out of that for yourself. Because at $140,000 a quarter per quarter, no, and it's 4 quarters or 2 semesters. Y'all rack it up. Y'all do the numbers. It's unacceptable. We got to tap in. The end. Now, J-Mac, it's your turn. Thank you for letting me say that.
Well, thank you for the information. And being that I'm on the vet side of things, I would, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Veterans Services, Hamilton County, they have been serving Cincinnati since 1886, and they have a host of things that they do. The Veterans Service Commission of Hamilton County has proudly served those who served since 1886. They assist veterans and their families in obtaining services and benefits that they are entitled to receive, such as transportation, VA compensation and pension, aid and attendance, temporary financial assistance, honor guard and color guard reimbursement, dependency and indemnity compensation, DIC approved, and there's many more services that they have. These are free services. You do not have to pay anything. Your temporary financial assistance, it assists you in things like gas, utility bills, things like that. Transportation, you may call 513-946-3300. That's 513-946-3300. Talk to a representative, and they will get you started in what you need to get any of these services going. And you can also the outreach at Hamilton County, Ohio.gov, and you look up Veteran Services, Hamilton County, or any county in Ohio. And like I said, they do a lot of good services for you, and they're basically free. All you have to do is take the time to reach out to them. And I like the honor guard and color guard reimbursement. What that means is, like, if you do an honor guard or a color guard, that's for the people that are civilians. They are the guys that have the flags and do the 21 gun salute, things like that of that nature, to honor a fallen soldier or whatever. And you have VA compensation and pension, and it's a really broad thing, but it deals with, like, if something happened to happen to you and you have a pension, they would set it up where your spouse can automatically, it would roll over to them. It won't stop like some of the services that you get, where once you are no longer we're here with us, them services cease to exist. So, and there are many other services that they cover too. So reach out to them, 513-946-3300, and that's the Veteran Services, Hamilton County. Okay.
All right, are you passing the mic?
I'm passing the mic, Mitri.
All right. Thank you, J Mac. Now, I would like to confirm that Black EB is still in the conversation to make sure our technical difficulties are not difficult anymore.
Black EBN.
Black EBN, all right. So can I expand a little bit on the color guard and the honor guard?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so you gave them a little snapshot of what it is, but I wanted to read a blurb about the difference between the two.
Go ahead.
An honor guard is an elite ceremonial unit that performs highly specialized public duties like military funerals, dignitary escorts, and state events. A color guard is a specific subset or detail responsible solely for presenting, carrying, and protecting national, state, and organizational flags. Have you ever been on either one yourself, J-Mac?
No, I haven't.
Actually, I have never been on honor guard, but I have been on color guard before.
And thank you for clarifying that. And the reason why I wanted you to clear, I'm glad you did, is because these things you are actually compensated for, and you may not know that you are compensated for, because some information people, organizations just don't give you unless you have to ask that, they do not have to give you anything by law. So I want to emphasize that part to the community. There are things out there, there are services out there that are free. However, if you do not ask for these services, they are not obligated to give that information to you. I think it's kind of,
What's the they we speaking of?
the organizations that are out there, like the government organizations.
Well, I mean, I need a little bit more clarity on that, because like the government organizations get grants to fund the community, to help the community. So it would make sense that they would have to tell the community what's there. Do they keep it to themselves? Yes. But that's how they repurpose the funding, because they act like the money didn't get spent. But that's how they're being held accountable too, because the people have to show need for spending the money for the grant money they get. So they practice that practices, but that's not correct practice, especially if you're a nonprofit organization. You have to show where the money's going. You can't just like say, I'm not going to tell you about it.
No, that's not what I said. If you don't ask, they're not specifically, they don't have to say, well, this is what you have, and this. If you ask for a specific program and they have that program, yes, they'll tell you about that program. It's just like being a senior citizen. If you go to a store and you don't ask for the discount, they don't just give you the discount.
Some things we don't even know to ask for. That's
right. That's the point I'm making. Kind of, yeah. You steer me in the right direction on that. If you don't ask, it's not required that they tell you. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why I'm confused with that statement. How does that clarify and validate that statement in respect to the statement I'm about to make?
Okay.
So
if you go to a, say like you just explained, the color guard and honor guard. Okay. What is the difference in that? Say you go for compensation or pension. Now, if you don't ask about them, they don't have to give you that information. Just say, here's the information for it. You specifically have to say, well, I want a certain thing, and do you have that? And then they'll tell you yes or no.
See, what I'm saying is this: 9 times out of 10, the person that's in need don't even know what the services are offered here, and
Unless they ask.
they don't know to ask. That's what
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Just think about the needs that we've had personally.
Mhm.
It's resource. This is why we're doing it. It's hidden resources and benefits that are not being told to people because they're employing that strategy that you're stating. Yes, they're employing that strategy, but that's not legal or justifiable, especially a nonprofit. To the government, you have to show need, especially when you're getting funding and where that funding is going. So if you are serving the people, why are you hiding the resource from the people? If you do that, you're doing that to try to keep the funds for yourself. And that's not a correct approach to doing that. And 9 times out of 10, people don't know that these services are available because of what you're saying. They're not being told, but it's not like it's not right morally, and in some places, it's not right legally. Just like getting to know, we're a nonprofit organization. When we get donations and with the IRS and all that, I have to show, hey, this money was used for this cause right here. If I'm just sitting up here collecting information and not sharing it, what is the purpose of the organization to be there? Why would you keep that a secret? If you're there to do transportation, VA compensation, aid and attendance, temporary financial assistance, why would I not tell the people that I'm doing this? That just would be. But you're right, they do that. They don't tell. And in my opinion, it's two reasons they do that. They trying to keep the funding and repurpose it, or you got some lazy, unethical, untrained, unknowledgeable people that are just warm butts in the seat. So I guess I'm the guillotine queen right now, and that's unacceptable. So that's why we here doing what we doing. You got this, J Mac. You're gonna let the vets know who got what and where it is and where to go for it. You're gonna have a list and everything, right?
Yeah, but that was the point I was making. This I knew I was going to put a fire on you. Get that point across. Was the case in point is exactly what you just said. Sometimes it's because of pure laziness, and again, if you don't ask, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to give you the information. So on your part, you do have to look into these things and do the research and find out what avenues you have to go and getting the services that are there for you. Because there are a lot of services out here that we don't really know about, but they are out there now. They're put out there, but if we don't go look for that information and seek that information, uh, it's just not advertised. This is here, that is there.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's not very well advertised.
Right. So what I was saying is that you have to, in due diligence, you have to do a little research and stuff like that. And then that'd be like, oh, by the way, this is the service that you have that you don't even realize is there, you know, and that's the point I was trying to make on that end. I'm not saying anybody's hiding anything or anything like that.
No, but they do.
Right. But the thing is, like you said, it could be just out of laziness or they really don't care. They just, it's a job to them or whatever. But you have to yourself kind of put some effort into it to get out of it what you want to get out of it.
Yes, sir.
J Mac is ready, and when we come back, we're gonna dive back into that part of this topic.
Okay, Veterans Crisis Line. The Veterans Crisis Line connects veterans in crisis and their family and friends with qualified care and Department of Veterans Affairs responders through a confidential toll-free hotline, online chat, or text. Veterans and their loved ones can call 800-273-8255 and press 1. Chat online or send a text message to 838255 to receive confidential support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Or cut it short and just dial direct 988. Since its launch in 2007, the Veterans Crisis Line has answered more than 1.6 million calls and made more than 45,000 life-saving rescues. That's the Veterans Crisis Line at 800-273-8255 or dial direct 988. This has been a WAIF 88.3 FM Cincinnati PSA. Yeah.
I want to, before I go to my next thing, I want to dive back in on this particular subject of the entities revealing the resources that they do have. We have to understand that everybody doesn't have the same cognitive resources in their brain repertoire. Everybody doesn't have the same accesses to devices or understand technology as well as we do. So that creates a very sensitive needs target segment of the market that we deal with, specifically veterans, uh, seniors, the people that suffer from mental health, substance abuse, and disabilities of all sorts. Knowing this information, getting to know has to be duty bound to expose these deficiencies that JMAC has been talking about. It is not acceptable or correct or ethical for any entity not to indulge you on the resources that are available to you through that entity. You go to the entity to get help. You tell your story, and it's supposed to match the service with your need. If you're not getting that from that entity, please hook up with your girl Mitri at Get in the Know, GITK.org. Drop a line in my help page. Let me know what's going on. You also can leave a message at 513-930-2478 because that practice is employed more often than not. And that is not acceptable. That's how you get people that are lonely, that are hungry, that are mentally stressed out, that are all kinds of things, and especially our elderly. So we have to collectively do our part to spread the word. That's why we're called Getting to Know. We want to get in the know, and we want y'all to get in the know too. Now, we don't always have all the right answers, but like Jay Mack is alluding to, we go get the answers. And we're skilled. We're a team of people that does this. But think about your grandma sitting up there drinking her coffee, looking at One Life to Live and all my children. Grandma ain't gonna know how to get on no computer and look this up. Grandma used to be in on paper, some strange man coming to her house, telling her about some life insurance she need, but ain't telling about other resources in the community to help her live. He worried about her dying. She ain't gonna know how to do all that. So we have to protect this class of people and get this information to this group of because they are not being told about what is available to them. Nor sometimes do they ever understand what's out there because it's a whole bunch of gibberish and you got to decode it. So again, if you run into that problem with a nonprofit or a government agency, whether it be here locally in Cincinnati or anywhere across the continental U.S. and our territories, let me know because we will be exposing in a coming up episode entities that have done exactly what J Max said and have failed miserably at serving the community with what their own mission and visions and pledges have said to do, and they have messed people up. We do a lot of pop-up events here at Getting to Know. We show up, so I'm touching base with the public, and people have left me. I get contact information. I get them to write out what it is problem they had with the entity and continue to try to help them resolve it. So I'm going to address that in another show. We're going to have a show specifically about what J Mac was talking about. And I'm going to expose the entities that have been doing this because they have really harmed people rather than help people. But for the purposes of this show, I'm going to have to go ahead on with the hidden resources because we got a short amount of time to finish and we are jam-packed. If we don't get through all of them, again, y'all know we'll have another show to follow up with. But thanks, J Mac, for sharing that in that way because people need to know that if they ain't doing that, we here to help them get that information. So thank you, J Mac.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm gonna go to my next one. Now I'm gonna pass it to Black Evie, and it'll run back around to J Mac after that. So a couple of hidden resources that I'm gonna talk about, or hidden resources and benefits as they apply to Medicare. Now, DME rather is durable medical equipment. Original Medicare covers everyday equipment you might not realize you qualify for, such as standard canes, commode chairs, braces, shower transfer benches. You got lift chairs, hospital beds, and more. The key thing is to get your doctor to certify that you have a medical need for this. Moving right along. Don't overlook your Medicare Advantage benefits, especially well, for seniors and people on disability, for both of those classifications, because you know we already have sensitive incomes going in. EBT has been slashed down to absolutely nothing, limited on what you can buy. So these Medicare Advantage benefits, if you enrolled in Medicare Advantage Part C plan, check your evidence of coverage for supplemental benefits. Hidden perks include like free gym memberships to any gym that has silver sneakers. The silver sneakers is an exercise program for seniors. Retro Royals is what we like to call them here. Any gym that accepts the silver sneakers, you get a free gym membership for life there. And there's a plethora of resources at gyms, YMCAs, and community centers. So all of those things. You also get non-emergency medical transportation, which can include going to get your food, your medication, going to do something in the community, all sorts of stuff. It's not, and not just to go get your medication and your doctor's appointments. You still need to travel around the community and do other things. And they think about you engaging and staying active in the community, especially if we're referring to people that have limited mobility and resources. This non-emergency medical transportation can aid you in getting around and keep you involved in the community. You got healthy rewards and over-the-counter benefits. So the healthy rewards is you going to your doctor and getting your mammogram, getting your prostate exam, getting your blood pressure checked, getting your diabetes numbers, your A1C, and it's another one, a couple other things too. If you got the Medicare Advantage plan through Anthem, through Humana, through Molina, these are in your plan. You want, and they're two different things. The over the counter, it covers food, dog food, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, all kinds of stuff. And the health rewards, it covers like gas. You can even pay like some of your bills off with it, your rent if you can pay online. These plans have all of this out there for you. And usually like the over the counter benefit, like $240 a month. And then healthy rewards, you can get like $50 here, $50 there, $20 here. I think you can go up to like almost $200 just for going to the doctor to get your health check. It is a double win-win situation because you're getting your health check and you get more buying power to make sure you can eat, clean your house, and maybe buy yourself a candle, do something nice for yourself. It's not always about doing the necessities. We have wants too. And if you want to have a well-rounded life, you want to be able to treat yourself to something sometimes. And some of these perks help you do that. Also, they come with a vision plan, these Medicaid Advantage plans. But what I am going to cover, what they did do, is there is a dental savings plan, like for routine dental care. So let me say that again. There's a dental savings plan for routine dental care from Ohio Original Medicare, and you have a dental savings plan from 10% to 60% on discount services with no annual coverage gaps. But through these advantage plans, you might be able to get a plan that covers that dentist too. So you can get your eyes and your dentist covered. Check out that Medicaid Advantage plan. So they got pharmaceutical plans, that's Part D. And Ohio, actually, if you want to help get those premiums and those co-pays paid for, you actually become dual eligible through the Medicaid department. And they don't usually tell you that. It's a QMB. I forgot what QMB stands for. But once again, go to GetInTheKnow, GITK.org. Drop me a message in the contact form or leave me a message at 513-930-2478 if you want to know more about how these benefits work, how your Medicaid can cover your out-of-pocket expenses for your medication that you would have to pay, and your monthly premium that's at $202, because they've been slamming people, messing up their coverages. And what's happening, people are paying at 202 out of their pocket rather than Medicaid paying for that. Hit your girl up so we can just debunk all of that and get that money back in your pocket. And it is a way that they retroactivated rather, because it's just running rampant once again. It runs into unethical people, untrained people, unsupported staff. We got a lot of that running rampant now, and people that's receiving these benefits are suffering behind it. So that's why we're trying to bring you these hidden resources and things that you can get a golden from and be able to eat, be able to clean your house, be able to put a little gas in your car, be able to buy yourself a candle, buy yourself some flowers because you are somebody. We know it's about necessities, but we all do have wants, and we need to satisfy those too under self-care. So I'm going to end it right there because I kind of think I went overboard.
Yes.
I start feeling it, and I'm going to pass it to Black Evie.
Okay, everybody, that was awesome. You gave a lot of information right there that a lot of people can utilize, especially if they look into their policies and, try to find those hidden resources and the details of them. Please use them, people, everybody. I'm in the educational sector, so I'm going to stay there. If I can, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk about my little personal, most recent hidden resource that I am now partaking in. And then the next time I get to speak, if I get to come back and say something, I will let everybody know about UC's hidden resources. It's not a long list, but I'll let them know. We're going to talk about a company called Generator.com. And it's spelled GENER, the number 8, TOR.com. Generator.com. It's a nationally ranked venture capital firm and a startup accelerator that invests in high growth companies. Okay, that's what it is. That's the type of company it is. Beyond startups and venture capital firm, ventures, I guess, they run workforce training programs and offer professional development for artists and musicians specifically. Okay, so the startup accelerator and funding piece of the company, it is they operate investment programs, and in exchange for equity, they get to early stage. They get to enter into the early stages of companies that are, startups, and they're coming out and trying to build up their brand and everything. Generator invests in them. Okay, so past that, they have 3 different areas. The second one is the creative support. They provide professional development, mentorship, and grant opportunities specifically tailored to visual artists and musicians. I don't know too much about that program, but if you are an artist or musician and you are looking for funding or grant monies or professional development, visit generator.com, because they have it there for you, and they have the money ready to invest in you. So you can most likely get into this program for free. The third and final piece of the company is the job seeker upskilling. Okay, we all about upskilling. We're all about growing, being productive, being a better member of society as far as professionally and through generator skills. It's called generator skills. That's the portion of that. That's the title of that sector of the business for them. Generator skills. They partner with companies like Microsoft to offer virtual boot camp style training and one-on-one coaching to help unemployed or underemployed workers secure jobs in tech and customer service. Okay, so I found this program from playing my game on my phone. My favorite game is Word Collect. If anybody knows about it, I love it. But it's a nerd game. You're just spelling words. That's all you're doing. You're spelling words. I like words. So I love this game. Through this game, I have come across quite a few free educational opportunities, good programs. This is the latest one, the generator skills. This is the latest one. So I went through an orientation process and probably for about a couple weeks, I went through an orientation process, nothing major. And last week began the program. I chose project management. Project management is my thing. It speaks to me. In my program, this is what Generator uh, provides. They provide study guides and notes. And let me tell you, they are good study guides and notes. I am a big note taker person. Mitri, when I say these notes are on point, I love them. All I have to do is just fill in some little blanks, right, for myself. So they provide the study guides and the notes. They provide practice exams. They provide other resources outside of their platform that are connected to your category of study. My career path, they let you know your career path with the subject that you're going to be studying under. For me, as a project in project management, I can be a project coordinator, a project assistant, or a junior project manager. Okay.
Wow.
As of with everything, you have responsibilities in a program. So this program provides all those things I just told you. These are my responsibilities. I attend a virtual weekly 1 hour lunch and learn webinar. I attend a weekly 1 hour face-to-face coaching session. It comes with your own professional coach. Okay. You get a professional coach. You get an hour with them each week. My program is 6 weeks long. So for 6 weeks, I get to utilize a professional coach, 1 hour a week. That is very powerful. My professional coach will go over my resume and my professional social media to give both of them a complete overhaul to prepare me for marketing in project management. Okay. It comes with a dedicated support team. And at the end of it, I can obtain, as long as I, you know, meet my half of the deal, I can obtain an industry certification. Now, this industry certification is nationwide, but not just nationwide, it is internationally recognized. Okay, so I can go in countries all over the world, and they will recognize my professional credential of being a certified associate project manager. So they provide the materials through the Udemy platform. So they gift you a course. You create your Udemy account and they gift your course. Then it's paid for and you go on to town and you start learning. The other subjects that are available to me in my market in Tennessee is data analytics, IT fundamentals and customer service tech, IT help desk, that's with A plus, core 1 and 2, and cybersecurity, network plus, and security plus. And for the Ohio area, this program is offered in Trumbull County and it's another, and Mahoning counties. So this skills generator program is offered in these two counties in Ohio. Application, you can visit the generator.com website and look into the website for that information. But the application deadline is June the 26th, and their program kickoff is June the 29th. Okay, it ends on August the 7th. So if you want to attend the Skills Generator program in the Trumbull or Mahoning counties for project management or office administration, and visit generator.com. The end.
Woo! All that from playing a word game and no more starving artists. Y'all better jump on them resources. We heading down to the end of the Green Mile right now, though. We at 13:52, so I'm gonna pass it to J Mac, and hopefully after him we can all give some short takeaways. So J Mac, what's your last resource?
My last resource is in Cincinnati, Ohio. Vets, you need a companion. There's a program that's called Dogs for Veterans. It's an adoption program. They do have service animals. They do also have therapy animals that are for adoption. They can also help you train your own pet if you have one to be a therapy animal for you. And you can get the information through the SPCA, Cincinnati, Ohio. And you can also adopt a pet through this program, and this Dogs for Veterans. You can adopt a pet for free. All you need is your DD-214, and you come there and you give them the pet that you would like. You tell them what kind of pet you would like to have, big dog, small dog, or whatever, and they will help you pick out the pet. And you will also get free dog food. You also get free shots. The first shots will be free. You get leash, bed, harness, all that, and all this stuff is for free. Excuse me. Now, the reason I like this program because I do love dogs, nothing against cats, but I do love dogs because dogs are good listeners. They do not talk back.
Right.
They do not ask for much, but a little love and understanding. And you can hold a conversation with them, and they will give you their unconditional attention. You have no flaws as far as they're concerned. And like I said, this is a very good organization. It's Dogs for Veterans, and the SPCA, Cincinnati, Ohio. You go to their website and you go look at Dogs for Veterans. Look for that specific entity, and you'll see the programs that they have for you, and it's all free. The pet is free, the food is free, some of the amenities are free, and it's very good for vets that need some type of companionship. And with that, I will pass.
All right, we're at 13:54. That gives us hopefully a minute for some takeaways, and then we'll wrap it up. But I will say this, probably next week, we're going to have to come back to this topic because I know Black Evie didn't get to one school she wanted to talk about. I didn't get to two other things that I wanted to talk about, and I don't want to fast talk you guys on it because I think it's some very important information that the community needs to have to try to negate some of these stressors we have with finances. But my takeaway today will be one, getting to know community outreach booth. Getting to know will be popping up at the Hamilton County's Veterans Appreciation Day. It is hosted by the Veterans Service Commission of Hamilton County and Hamilton County Board of Commissioners. J-Mac said a little bit of something about them both in the beginning. It will be at the TQL Stadium, FC Cincinnati, where they play soccer. And it will be on Saturday, August the 15th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So y'all come out and check us out. We're gonna have all kinds of grab bags with goodies in it, information that you need, some trinkets that you can use, and it is going to have VA benefits, 100 veteran resources, free food, free parking, and family friendly. And when we do it up with the vets, we do it up, y'all. So there's going to be so much stuff jam packed there. This is the third annual one, and we were invited to participate this year. Um, Also, I want to remind you guys, DITK can be heard every Wednesday at 1 o'clock WAIF 88.3 FM, or if you have Ultra Fiber or Spectrum, on Spectrum it is channel 08, and on Ultra Fiber it is channel 803. We are on 3 times a day, every day. So we have the shows that we do with the podcast and things that we do in the community. If you check us out on a weekly basis, our shows, one show runs for a week, but 3 times a day. So you can see shows there. And if you want to see back shows, you can go to Get in the Know, GITK.org, and go to our media page. It'll tell you what shows are out there and where to see them and how to see them. You see it all over the website, where to go and view. I'm going to shout this one out, then I'm going to pass this mic. Today is the first Reggae in Washington Park series that starts at 7. I don't know if we'll be able to make it, but if we can, we will. And this series runs bi-weekly, so that's every other Wednesday starting on this Wednesday. So the next one won't be until the 17th. Okay, I'm going to squeeze this in. Go to Friendly Market with your EBT card. If you spend on healthy fruits and vegetables, you get twice the buck. So every dollar you spend, they give you $1 back to spend. So I'm going to be ended there and save all my other benefits for next week. I'm going to give Black Evie some time, 1 minute, and then J Mac, he'll take us out at the end. Black Evie, what's your takeaway?
Okay, my takeaway. I want you guys, this is short and brief, so I want you guys to know about an upskilling opportunity. It's called the 5-Day Keyboard Rich Bookkeeping Challenge. Bill Von Fumetti is the teacher, instructor of this free course. You can go to boomingbookkeeping.com to get more information and to sign up. But basically, it's a 5-day free course, 1 hour each day, and it teaches the basic and some intermediate skills to utilize in the QuickBooks platform. Okay, this is for bookkeeping upskilling. It shows how to create your free QuickBooks online account and get you furthers your knowledge using the QuickBooks. You can further your knowledge, using the QuickBooks free tutorials and trainings to develop the skill that are in the QuickBooks platform. So that is a free upskilling resource if you are interested in that. Other than that, I will see you next week. Black Evie out.
All right, J Man.
Shout out to the Joseph House and shout out to Lex on his journey. Wish you well, my friend. And I would like to give flowers to the team of Getting to Know, Black Evie, Brian, and the host with the most, Mitri. And to everybody that's out there, do yourself a favor. Be happy, get healthy, free your mind. I'm J Mac, and I approve this message. Peace.
I second the message. Thank you for my flowers. Now we're going to get ready to turn it over and share this mic with Dean Hart on the Sunday Drive. One love always. Peace. Be late. Black Evie, you there? Oh, thank y'all for YouTube and Facebook listeners, viewers, everything. Y'all tune in next week. We will have part 2 of this series. Hit us up if you need some help with some resources for yourself. We're more than happy to oblige. But until next week, be healthy, be happy, and be free. Peace.